Hello everybody, Friday, freezing Friday here in Johannesburg. I hope you are all well. I know in Quebec it's something like 16 degrees today, which is not too bad, far better than what we are here. And they've got a westerly wind of 38 kilometers crosswind. We're on the turf track with a pen of 23 and a false rail at the 750 meter mark of about 4 meters. You saw all that with the QR code and the numbers and all that. I hope you've already opened your Betway account for the Hollywood Bets Durban July, because that is now just a weekend away and or a week away, and we're pretty excited about it. Of course, on the line is Nino Podesta, who's always been in good form. You know, he finds him good buddies with Alan Greef. He is priced up, well, the horse that Alan's got here, North Star, is priced up at 5 to 10 from Betway on the Friday morning. And I'm guessing, Nino, that it's a bipot bank, or what's the plan?
Well, good morning, Clyde. Yeah, obviously the horse to beat at 4 to 10, there's no value. But it did win well last time over the 1,000 meters. I'm putting 3 horses here. I want to double up because the perm is not big. Look, the whole of South Africa is going to be banking in North Star. If it happens to miss the bipod, we're going to get a good dividend. I'm more hoping than anything. It is a horse to beat. There's no value with it. I think Augusta Rosso is overpriced at 20 to 1. I'm going to put that in, and Ready is the other one. I'm putting in 2, 4, and 5. I'm sure we'll double up. But for those that want to bank on North Star, I think that's there's nothing wrong with that.
No, well, I'm not banking North Star anymore after listening to you. Thank you very much, Nino. No, I won't be banking that. Not after hearing what you just said. I'm now putting in Alan's stable companion, as you say, Augusta Rosso. In fact, I'm taking the perm exactly as you've got it. Okay, welcome back. We're now into a maiden juvenile plate over the 1,400 meters. And note that in this race, the favourite is Wild Fig. And that form's not too bad. I mean, I see he's had the one start to Star of Elena. But from there have been 3 runners and 2 direct winners already from that form line. So I'm sure that must excite Nino, but we'll find out if that is the case. Where this horse trades at 14 to 10, Wild Fig. Number 12, Olive Oil is the second choice at 28 to 10. And 5 to 1 about number 4, Mio Destino. And then you can get 7 or 8 to 1 and better about the balance. That form line strong enough? I see Alan's got first and second favourite. Which one, Nino?
I can't split them. I'm going to put them both in. I do believe that Alan's got the key to this race. Wild Fig can only improve from that run. And like you say, the form has been franked with Richard Fourie up. He does come from a little bit of a tricky draw at 9. And Olive Oil, the one-eyed filly, she's done nothing wrong in her 4 runs to date. And she's got a good draw. So both of them have to go in, Clyde. I do then think Mio Destino is the next best. But 10 and 12, I think we'll survive.
Okay, and I see you've got quite a few bankers in the place accumulator ahead, so quite an exciting card to come. That PA cost 8 rand. On to our next race on the card now. We're going to chat to Nino about what we're doing in the Pick 6. We want to catch a Pick 6 before the Durban July weekend, so hopefully this is the case in this particular race. And in terms of class of horse, if you don't know, if you haven't got a book in front of you or anything, it's a maiden, it's a handicap maiden, and it's over 2,000 meters. There's the QR code up on your screen. Scan, open your Betway account, please. Do that for the Hollywood Bets Durban July meeting. Lots of promos and specials going on. Don't miss out. Favourite this morning from Betway, 13 to 10, about number 1, Garden Sun, Chad Little, whom I'm sure Nino would have asked about this horse. Jacques Stratum Trains is the favourite, 13 to 10. 33 to 10, second choice, Richard Faurie's ride, number 2, Henry's Edge. And then number 4, Pardon Me, who's priced up at 5 to 1. So Jan Nel has got a couple of runners in here, second and third favourites. So they've got quite a strong hand. You speak to Chad maybe, Nino?
Yes, I did, Clyde.
Good.
And he doesn't want to know about the horse getting beaten.
Wonderful.
Golden Sun. So I got the green light on this horse. It's an open maiden. It's given choice preserve forever. I think 11 kilos, but he's very, very confident. So I'm going with Shade here, and I'm banking in number 1 Garden Sun.
Okay, that's the pick six, opening up with a banker at 192 Rand. So this morning, Betway for the opening leg of the jackpot have got Bingo, who's looking for the hat-trick of wins at 16-10 favourite. 2 Zanovi, second choice at 5-2. And they bet 7-1 and betted about the balance. So, sure, Nino, where you going with this, Nino? Is it a 2-horse race? Is it Bingo and Zanovi? Do you have a preference? Because I see Bingo's been in terrific form. And, we know he's got the ability to pull the hat-trick off there in Quebec. Or do you have respect for Alan Greef's runner that Richard Ferrier's riding, number 2 Zanovi, as they bet 7-1 bar the two of them?
The stable likes Zanovi, so you've got to respect it. And Bingo is the only danger. Like you said, she can definitely notch up the hat-trick. She's the horse. They like Zanovi. So a 2-horse race, Clyde. We're going to put both of them in.
Okay, we're putting them both in the play in this jackpot. 2-horse race from Nino in a 24 Rand perm. Next event, Betway Market. We've got 10 Winter Emeralds top of the boards, 15-10 in race number 5. Remember, they go over the mile in this particular race at around 14.40. Second choice, number 4, Lanchefiam is the second choice, but 5-1 about that. Then the one final try who's trading at 7-1, also 7-1 about Denali. And number 6, Pedro, is next in at 10-1. 12s and better about the balance. Nino, tell us a little about the favourite here, this horse Winter Emeralds, what you know and what your stance is on the race.
I know that it's fancied. I was given two horses today, Zanovi and Winter Emeralds. So I know that it's fancied, and quite rightly so. She's done nothing wrong since she's been to PE. Last time out over the 1400, won very well, and I think the 1600 is going to be even better suited, even though she jumped from the 11 draw. And the only danger is number 4, Clyde. As you can see, she beat Walk on the Wild Side, and that's been franked when Walk on the Wild Side ran second to Enchanting Choice just the other day. So I think between the two, but the 10 is strongly fancied. But I'm putting both in.
Okay, so those are the two that are going in the play. We do have a banker in the second jackpot, and that will cost you 96 Rand. Now it's a classified stakes. We'll leave the starting stalls at the 1600 metre mark for this race, and it should run about 3:15. With regards to Betway, let me just tap into what they're doing this morning. They've got number 6, Fire Alarm, as the favourite, or number 8, Fire Alarm, I beg your pardon. But it's a 7-2 the field kind of race, so it has that open look to it. 7, Family Power, is the second choice at 4-1. 7-1 about the 9, Flower Festival. Number 6, Share For Me, is at 8-1, and then you can get 14-1 and better about the balance. So it's those two, I guess, Nino. Fire Alarm, I don't know, you'll give us a bit more, but we'll perhaps talk about both of Mr. Player's horses, Fire Alarm and Family Power, or is there more?
Clyde, you know what? I like Family Power. I don't really like Fire Alarm. I think she's going to have a lot of work to do to beat this field. But Family Power, if it was drawn any better, I would have probably made it the hard horse to beat. My first and a good value at that is number 15, Camford Queen, with no weight on its back. 16-1, I think that's a value in the race. I like those two, but if they fluff lines, I think there's a few others here that have to be added in. I put quite a few in the jackpot. I mean, yes, in the jackpot and the pick six. And if those, it's not a big perm, and if you can afford it, look at adding in horses like Potent Captain and Flash Lightning as well. But I like 7 and 15 here, and
Yeah.
15 is my first choice.
Sure, and Brendan Plyke is riding so well too, isn't he? He's on his way to the hopefully winning the Apprentice Championship for himself. It's still a close call, and it'll be exciting, both of them, him and Trent Holmes. 7 and 15 in the swingers here, with Canford Queen being Nino's first choice. So we've got a horse here who's rated around 115. This is a Pinnacle Stakes. So in those kind of races, you look at ratings, and pretty much well in here, despite top weight of 62, based on the rating of 115, up a pound from his last win, is number 1 King Dundee that Gavin Smith trains. Craig Zaki's riding for Mr. Murphy, and does look like the horse to beat in the race. Betway have got this horse King Dundee this morning priced up at around 13 to 20 or thereabouts. Clifftop is no slouch, second choice at 33 to 10. But I guess, Nino, Clifftop may have to go some to get past King Dundee.
Yeah, absolutely, Clyde. And look at the form. King Dundee, I think, has beaten it twice before. And I think on the one run, he's actually a little bit better off at the weight. This is my best bet on the card, Clyde. I think King Dundee is the best 1,000-meter sprinter in PE. And I really believe they're going to have to go to beat him. So a very confident banker. Clifftop came back to his best, but I just think he might prefer the poly. But King Dundee, Clyde, very, very hard to beat.
Yeah, King Dundee and Clifftop both don't mind the course and distance, obviously. Of course, we're talking about a turf track, but Nino, and I'm sure many others, on the side of King Dundee. Okay, back with us. Welcome, everybody. Let's get on to our last race today. Get something out of Nino here for the last time before we go to the Hollywood Bets Durban July next weekend. Nino will be back on Wednesday, don't forget, because there's more racing in Quebec in the week to come on a Wednesday afternoon. And this is a classified stakes. It's over 1,200 meters. This morning, see how open the race is. Well, Betway've got one Coastal Path at 16 to 10, top of the boards. Closest next is the 13 Rahul for Zitz Oosthuizen. They're 33 to 10, second favourite. And 5 Imaginable is trading at 9 to 1. You can get 10 to 1 or better about the balance. Final race, Nino, if we need to do something special, what do you recommend we do?
I think to get some money, I would take a quartet and I would drove number 1 Coastal Path and number 5 Imaginable with as many as you can afford. Now, let's talk about Coastal Path. 3-time winner, if I'm not mistaken, over the course and distance. But he always seems to find someone or something to beat him. So even though I think he's a solid PA banker, I quite think that he can get beat again. And for that reason, I would suggest to add up with a few to cover with a couple of horses. And I think Imaginable coming out fresh over the 1,200 meters at Fairview with Craig Zaki up could cause the upset. But, you're going to get an honest run again from Coastal Path. I don't see him missing the first 3, so could be a solid PA banker. But in the pick 6, I would just cover with a couple.
Okay, Imaginable, Rakesh is sent to Gavin Smith now, used to be with Allison, so they're trying Quebec with the 5 Imaginable. Craig Zaki rides that, I think, for the first time, is it? Yeah, he hasn't ridden this horse before, but he obviously has to respect the 1 Coastal Path. Perhaps those are the 2 Nina recommends a swinger, but if you are looking for quartets, double float 1 and 5. Thanks, everybody, for watching Betway Waiter to Win. Daryl Marie will be in studio when we talk about Turfentine on Saturday.